Let's be honest, most AI tools for actors are junk. But after hours of testing, I have found some tools that are absolute game changers for auditions. I'm going to show you one tool that I use for every single breakdown of a script. My secret for using AI as a sparring partner to generate some ideas as an artist. Stuff that you'd never even think of. And the most common AI tool that people are using that you should absolutely avoid. Let's dive in. The single best AI tool for actors right now is for script analysis. So I'm going to use a tool like Notebook LM. Now, if you don't know what Notebook LM is, it is owned by Google and created by Google. What makes it different from any of the other AI models is the fact that you can upload the sources it is going to search. So because of that, you're not getting random junk just taken from the internet. You're getting only the documents you're putting in there. And if you scroll to the bottom of the page, like I'm showing you, they value your privacy and do not use personal data to train Notebook LM. This means you are not breaking any NDA when you use it. Because all of your source uploads are private, you are not giving it away to people. So let's do a simple use case, shall we? We're just gonna dive in and create a new notebook. When you get to this page, you see that you have the option to upload sources. Your source limit can be up to 300 objects, so throw stuff in there. I just got an audition for Good Will Hunting back in the day. Because of that, I threw in the Good Will Hunting script, and you can see on the side here that it's all uploaded, the full entire thing. But if your agent's sending you over the script, most likely they're also sending you over the audition side, so we can add those too. We're just gonna go up here in the corner, click add again, and then drag in now the audition sides. And then yes, I know the audition sides are in this script, but look at what we're gonna do with this. Auditioning for the role of Sean in this movie. I uploaded the full script. Can you please give a synopsis on the full script as well as my character personally? And then there you go. It's going to process the script itself and give us an answer. We now have a full synopsis of the full script of Good Will Hunting. It introduces Will Hunting, a 20-year-old exceptionally intelligent but troubled young man. And as you can see, it just goes on to give us a brief explanation, and that is much shorter than me reading 120 pages for an audition that might be due in 3 hours. We're then also getting a character synopsis of my role through the entire script. But here's another use case that will really help you in this situation. As the actor for Sean, what should I be aware of in the story leading up to my audition scene? I want to know the relevant information that can influence my acting choices. Now, obviously, I'm going to preface this with, if you have the time, read the entire script. But the reality is that sometimes as actors, we get stuff on such short notice that this is a great tool for those situations. And there you go. It's telling us exactly what we should be aware of. It even goes into all of the interactions with Sean and Will's character leading up to this scene, which is very important to know because you have to know where your character's coming from and what the relationship is. There are a million other things you could obviously ask it. You could ask for tone. You could ask for its take on the writing style and pacing. It's like having a little casting assistant right in your pocket to do the analysis for you and give you some feedback. It's so important for actors to know the concept of where their exact scene is taking place in the grand scheme of things. That way we can fuel what the writers want and intended for that exact scene to create an arc for the entire story. And this is just a great tool to help you clock those things. I had a coaching client this week who was kind of new in acting and just trying to figure out how to get their footing, and didn't want to just do all of the work in our session because it can waste some time, you know? You want to do the basics outside of the session, come into the section, and I take you to the next level. So this tool is for when you feel stuck in your head, making the same choices over and over again, and we want to break out of your creative mold. We're going to generate some new possibilities. And this tool is everybody's favorite. We're going to the basic ChatGPT. Sometimes you just got to know what to ask it. As you can see, I'm even on the free plan, so save your money where you can save your money. Let's do a simple example. I'm auditioning for a barista and I need some help. The scene is set in a coffee shop during a thunderstorm. Can you give me 5 sensory details to use in order to help me paint the scene? And there you go. We got our answer from ChatGPT. The sound is of a steady hiss of the espresso machine and the occasional clinking of mugs on the counter. The smell is rich, earthy aromas that are freshly ground coffee beans and faint dampness of rain. Touch. the warmth of a ceramic mug in your hands. It's almost like doing an acting exercise in class, except instead of your teacher prompting you, you're allowing this free model to. And you can even ask it basic things to prompt you once again. Prompt me with some questions to help me find my character more deeply. And there we go. You have some basic questions that you can have ChatGPT ask you in order for you to answer to make things more specific. Because what do we want as actors? Specificity. I want to emphasize that this is not doing the work for us. It is telling us to do the work. That is the difference between using AI as a crutch and using AI as a tool. This is our brainstorming partner for inspiration. And before we get into our last big no-no with AI, please avoid, if you're looking for some more inspiration, go ahead and click here and check out my video on mastering your emotional scenes. AI is great for these little itty-bitty make you think moments, but the real knowledge you get from another actor or an acting teacher, like I say in that video, is unparalleled. So go check it out. And once again, I offer many acting coaching services and career coaching services that you can check out in the pinned comment down below. All right, let's get moving. Your big no-no that I'm going to say to never use, if you can avoid it, AI line readers. There are a million of them out on the market. I'm sure you could go find 10 right now. But I do want to be clear when I would and would not use it. I think it's fine if you are the type of person who just needs to memorize their lines quickly and it's something that's running it with you. What's the difference between that and like your mom sitting at the couch just saying the other person's lines for you? But I really would not use it for your actual self-tape or auditions of any sort. I know this is an AI and technology video, but that's why I wanted to talk about this from an artist's perspective. A robot reading lines with no intention, no reactions, and nothing to actually connect to gives you nothing. It actually trains you to stop actively listening. So as accessible it is, I really would recommend finding people. Even over video chat is better than that. Human connection, presence, working with energy, listening are all things that cannot be replaced by AI. And it's very important that we draw those boundaries. So use AI as your brilliant analyst and your creative sparring partner, but always try to bring a human into the room for the creative process. That's the balance. If you'd like me to be that human for you, once again, check out the link below. I love to do coaching sessions with new actors, experienced actor, veteran actors. I've coached everyone from 18 years old up to 57. I also do career consultations where we can talk about how to incorporate things like this into your daily artist career. And if you want to learn more just from YouTube University, this is my first video in an entire series I'm going to do on AI tools for performers. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss part 2. Hit the bell, like, comment, tell me what tool you're going to use because I always want to know what people's favorites are. Okay, go play and I'll see you next Sunday. Mwah!